Okay, we started. Let me just check that everything is working, that you can hear me, and we will go in. Oh god, we need to get ready for Noro coming for the carnival, and I have fucking 0 diamonds. I am fucked in this one. But I guess I will need to, start whaling because I do really want to get the Noro. We'll take a look at all of the leaks today as well, with everything that is coming, and we'll see where we go. Okay, you can hear me, great. Then we can go in. Yeah. We'll do a little bit of dailies, we'll play a little bit of, we'll do like some stuff, and then we'll go, into the leaks and we'll talk about the leaks as well. Yo, what's up, Apex? How are you doing, my friend? Oh yeah, there's also, there's some problem with memberships. I don't know why. So I'll need to, I'll need to talk with the YouTube and see why the memberships are cancelled, and then we'll get we'll be back with the memberships there. Yo, what's up, Rolf? How are you doing, my friend? How's it going? So everyone who got the memberships, please, don't freak out. I think there is some error that I need, I need to confirm some stuff about the documents and stuff, because for some reason the YouTube, I think, is considering me like a Russian, but I'm not Russian. I'm not even in Russia. So I think they're kind of like putting block on me, even though I'm not fucking Russian. They're still putting a block on me, so I guess we will need to figure that out there once I talk with them. Come. Yo, what's up, LZ? How are you doing, my friend? How is it going? I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Well, we'll do a little bit of a smaller stream today, because again, I wouldn't be doing stream today, but we got the leaks, so I had to do the stream. But I'm extremely fucking tired. But hopefully, I will get through this stream. Because again, we needed to talk about the leaks again. The Noro is coming. Really excited for Noro, so I had to do the stream today. Couldn't miss a day there, so we'll need to do it. Noro Carnival, as I said. I mean, yeah, it was. I mean, more so the best choice if both Toka and the Nishiki are on the banners. Noro is the Carnival, yeah. Can't wait for him to come. Yeah, I'm also really excited for him to come. I want to see that bad boy in action, you know. And I'm hoping that on the field he's also gonna have his Kagune out. So that's something that I really want to also see on him. So hopefully his Kagune is still gonna be there. Like, they're not gonna, because they showed in leaks that he's got the Kagune out. But again, we saw some stuff like that with the, let's say Arima, for example, half anniversary Arima, when he is, he has the robe, or like how do we call it? Basically his coat on his back, but on the field he doesn't have it. So I'm still hoping that the Noro will have his Kagune out when he's gonna be on the field. Another 2 Anteiku, bruh. The meta is awakening always changes, because Anteiku keeps getting every character so hard to save the diamonds. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be like that. I don't know why they keep putting out only Anteiku characters for some reason. They have like a lot of characters they could pick from, but for some reason they just keep on putting the Anteiko characters in there. But I guess hopefully after these two Anteiko characters we'll finally have like a breather, and they're gonna output more CCG as well as more Aogiwi, especially characters for Aogiwi on that one. Or at least like no org. Like give us the Rize V2, bro. Where's the fucking Rize V2? After we're getting the Noro V2, now we need a fucking Rize V2. That's what we need to get. I already have VAP 5 for him. Good job. You're good to go, you know? You're ready to go. Jump on him right the first thing when he drops in. Yo, what's up, Damus? How are you doing, my friend? How are you today? How is it going, Damus? Because devs love Toka, what else could it be, right? I mean, they do love the fucking Toka a lot. I don't know what... Is it actually devs love, or is it like the popularity of Toka is playing the gate, like... playing the biggest role here? It's kind of like, you know, questionable. Is it them loving Toka a lot, or is it like actually just popularity of Toka being so high because... But then like... her popularity is dependent on how good the character is. Because for example, you know the Easter Toka. Easter Toka, no one fucking plays Easter Toka because she's shit. And then if they think that the Toka is popular just because everyone is using her, they're wrong. Because everyone is using them because they're fucking good. So if they're gonna output Tokas that are shit, no one is gonna play them. But because they keep outputting Toka that's actually really good, like both green Tokas, red Toka, all of them are really good. So like, if they think that that's because Toka is popular, they're wrong on that one. Look good, looking good. What about you? I'm also doing fine. Thanks for asking. Not too crazy, not too bad. 7 different copies for Toka, yeah. We have a fucking shit ton of Tokas, it's insane. Hopefully we're gonna get 7 copies of Noro next. Because if we're gonna get 7 copies of Noro, I'm not gonna be mad, to be honest. I would take that for sure. 7 different Noros. I am going to play a full Noro team if that's gonna happen. I am gonna take that as a dub. Popularity, I don't know who likes it so much. I want Ken more. I mean, it's a hard question because, you know, yeah, maybe you like Toka could actually be very popular because again, she's like a main character as well in the series. Besides Ken, she's like basically his wife. So, like, she's definitely a popular character, but is there, like, I don't know, it's a hard question. Someone, like, I do enjoy Toka, I'm not against Toka, but again, 7 copies of Toka is actually kind of nuts. I do like Toka myself, like, I am a fan of Toka, but not to that extent, I would say. Like, when you have a chance to make other characters, I would definitely enjoy other characters more than just a full-on Toka there. Of course. And especially if they would make different Tokas, not like too blunt. Like, I definitely enjoy this Toka. Like, this Toka is my favorite Toka so far, and I do enjoy her a lot. And I'm definitely, like, if they would ask me someone else over this Toka, I would say no. But I do enjoy this Toka a lot, so I'm not mad about this Toka design. So, I don't know. Who's better, Toka or Nishiki? We're gonna take a look at both of them, and I'm gonna tell you what I think about them there. I didn't take like a really big look at them. I just took a glimpse. So once we're gonna get here to the leaks, we're gonna talk about those, and I'm gonna tell you what I think about them. So far it looks like Nishiki and Mo, but they both get benched anyway. Toka is an ally slot and Nishiki has an either performance better or he benched. I mean, Damus is probably saying it's true there. I mean, Nishiki also only works with like 3 characters, Rabbit with Ol and Ex Machina. Wait, he does work with this skin as well, or with this Toka as well. She's also an AoE unit, so he does work with her, I think. So basically, if you have at least, like, you can't put all of the characters being AoE in it. So you're gonna put at least like with Ol as well as this Toka in the team, and the one is gonna be Nishiki. So I think it's gonna be like that. Most likely, that's like the best. At least like from what I could see, the team could be is having this Toka, this Ol, then having that guy, and probably the Charmed Toka, the green Toka there. Devs better make a copy of Rize. She's the reason why Kaneki have Gulha. I mean, you're obviously saying true there. Like, she's the reason, but again, I think Rize is pretty popular. I don't know why they're not making V2 of her. I think everyone would be happy if they made it. So I have no idea. Like Toka too, but it's too much. Yeah, that is fair. I do think it is also pretty fucking fair. Like pretty too much there. Yes, basically, yeah. 7 Tokas is too much, especially if most of them are like, they don't look like anything special in terms of designs. Like, you know, if they would be just outputting the skins for them, I wouldn't be mad. Like, if for example this was a skin for one of the Tokas, I would be like, sure, I don't give a fuck. But if you're making a whole new character just to make a Toka again, is insane. Yo, what's up, Dark One? How are you doing, my friend? Oh yeah, my bad. It's because that Toka lineup would work with him in Charlie. But if you're not wrong. I mean, yeah, I don't think it's gonna be the best, but at least that in theory that could work. And as well, she's the only other, like, aside from this Ol, she's the only other good AoE unit in Anteiku in current meta. So I think that's the only, like, Rabbit is not good anymore. So you can't really use her in there. Yo, what's up, CSPs? How are you doing, my friend? How's it going? How are you today? The point of team is really you want to keep red and green, but you want to remove Tinami. Red is defense and charm, etc. Team could be charm with on wit, Nishiki, backup, Toka, and Nishiki. A lot of testing. I think it's hard to tell currently because we don't have him on and as well as the other Toka on currently yet out, so it's hard to truly tell where she gonna shine most. Your main lineup Anteiku on Breakthrough. This is the Anteiku build that I'm using on Breakthrough. I think it's just the most quickest option in there. Because Green Ol with the God Cell can clear like solo targets really easy. These two are for the sake of clearing, team wiping much faster. But you can also use the red Toka over the Green Ol if you want to. Or you can use the Tinami version as well. I think just for the sake of PvE content, these two are just making it a little bit faster to clear without worrying about too much. I would like Toka assassin skin. I mean, that would be funny. I'm really like, I'm surprised that they still didn't output skins on characters. Because like every game has a skin for characters. At this point, like almost every game has a skin for characters, and I'm really surprised they're not doing that. Because that's like an easiest cash grab that they could possibly output into the game is by just adding skins. But maybe they're too lazy to do skins, so they're like, nope, we're not gonna do that. We're just maybe it's easier for them to just use the same model that they have for the character and just, but then they're still changing the skin just that, like that. So what's the point of that? Was it Toka or Toka? With a U. Her name writes with a U. But you can call her Toka as well. Like, it doesn't matter much. It's just in English she's Toka either way. So if you say it with, if you write it with O without U, it's pretty much the same. Like, it sounds the same, so it doesn't matter. She's also a fictional fucking character. Who fucking gives a shit if she's with you or not? It's also like not even an English word, like not even an English name. So in different languages, it's gonna be written differently. I'm good, but hope your morning is better. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I really appreciate it. But I hope your morning is better, my friend. I'm hoping you're doing more better than me. So keep having a better mornings than me, hopefully. It's a good idea. There's better make a skin rather than making so many copies of one character. Yeah, I think this would be just better. It would make sense more. So I don't know why they keep doing the same character so much. Backup Toka Kid is while technically the best on Teiku team swaps her with the team Hiname, but that's a very high CP. Only person I know who does that is Tapi, the best EU and Teiku, I think. He has everyone 3+. Yeah, I mean, this is only for those who are whales. So, like this setup is only for whales, like with the 2 AOE units in there over Tinami. Because without Tinami, if you don't have enough CP to be in advantage all the time, you're just gonna get shit on. With Tinami, at least you have a chance. Sometimes I do still win with the Team Hinami, and if I don't have her, I'm just dead instantly. Banner with skins? No, fuck no. Please no banners with skins. That's insanity. I don't want banner with skins. That's insane. I don't remember which gacha game that I did play. Some gacha game there was banners for the characters and there was banners for the skins. That's no, bro. You're insane. Those types of systems, I don't know. I hate them so much. Because, like, you want to get a skin on the character, obviously, right? But then, if you want to get it, you need to fucking gamble again. Like, if there's no special, like, for example, you know, if you get you get paid, like, $10, right? For the skin in the shop, for example, let's say, right? And you're getting definitely your skin for $10. But if that fucking skin is a gamba, you need to fucking pray to the god that you're getting that skin again. So, no, I don't like those systems. I mean, if someone likes it, but I'm against those things. I don't know. It's better that I paid just $10 fucking and I'm gonna be definitely getting the skin, other than like fucking summoning on it and having no chance of getting it, like for sure. Or like I need to go to the pity just to get the fucking skin. No, thank you. Tinami also does the round 3 all nuke, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's also like one of the best fucking things that all can get is a full-on S all that's getting themselves the huge fucking buff and just shits on everyone. Who doesn't like that with Tinami? She also just gives a shit ton of buffs once she does that. I think they out of characters except for some CCG characters and human, but they just found variants of existing characters. Maybe it's like they're still outputting, you know, because this game was taken from the first it was taken from the previous game, so the Dark War. So the models were taken from the Dark War. Then there was the first Tokyo Ghoul game that was previous for this one. So it like was like the one that got the license expired. That game was there. So maybe there wasn't files. There was a lot of characters that they still were using in there. So maybe there's still like characters that are actually like in files that they had from previous owners of the game. They still have it, so they're still using them. So maybe that's why they're outputting that stuff. I think they would be better be adding re-characters. I mean, yes, of course. At this point, they should have just gone for the re-characters. I don't know why they're not doing that. It would make more sense. Let me do just Conquest. Okay. Let's do the last multi that I have. The last multi on my third rotation on this fucking guy, and then we're gonna be saving for Noro. All I need is either Uta or the box. If I get the box, we're getting this guy to 4 stars. If we get Uta, Uta is gonna be 4 stars. One of them is gonna be good enough. I mean, it's not bad if I get Star Up or Refinement, but it's more better if I get one of these 2 rewards. So I'm looking forward to one of these rewards. So please, don't be a Startup or Refinement, be a box or the Uta himself. So please, give him to me. Oh? Maybe we can get an Uta in here as well. We have one SSR in here. So maybe we can get an Uta. I already got one Uta in this rotation, so I think my chances of... Oh, wait. We have also a Fake Out. Wait, please be Uta. Okay, this is not Uta. Chu, the first one is Chu. Please be Uta. No, this Quarry. Yeah, fuck's sake. And let's see what we get on the 100. Fucking Startup. Sag. I mean, I guess I'm saving a Startup for now and see who I want to use it on later on. Maybe I'm just gonna use it, keep using it on like Amon to get him to D faster. Because currently it does take some time for me to do that. Yo, what's up, John? How are you doing, my friend? You don't even hit the like button for Eve. Thank you, Dark One, my friend. Thank you, my friend. Spokojno noci, Eve. Okay, good night, Harris. Good night, Harris. Did you have triple lefts and Toka D who better on lineup? Tin Hinami triple S would be better than her. Again, this is only gonna depend on your CP advantage. If you can pull off CP advantage on like if you're basically CP is like 1,000,002, 200k, then you can definitely use this Toka. But if you're not around there, it's if you're like CP is around mine, you just go for the Tin Hinami. It's better than her having that Toka in there. 2 Udas? No, unfortunately not 2 Udas. How are you doing, John? How is it going? I'm also doing fine, thanks for asking. I have about 1,500 standard pools worth of diamonds saved up. Jeez, huge. And 750 carnival pools? Damn. Bro is fucking saving his life savings there. Who are you saving for? Yeah, we're gonna go into the leaks now. We're gonna go into the leaks, yeah. I'm gonna be opening them now. Okay. Okay, hopefully you see this. Okay, let me just check. Okay, hopefully you can see it okay, Ashley. There's no problem. Okay, we'll start, I think, with Choka here, right? Choka is the first one. So, let's see her active skill. Saying for Ito in old form, I can dream. Okay, don't hope for too much in this game, you know. As always, don't fucking hope for too much in this game. Remove all buffs from the enemy and deal super interception damage equal to 495% of your attack to the target. Removing all buffs is great. I don't think this is great. this is a good one. Like, that 495 damage is gonna depend on how much like her basic stats is, as well as like how much damage she overall can perform. This could be big. Like 495% is pretty decent. And removal of low buffs is also, I think, is pretty decent as well. Super Intercept, if your target has a debuff, increased damage dealt this time by 20%. If the target has Shaken, stun them for 1 turn. I mean, 20% increase, great. Shaken doing a stun is also not bad. I think we need to first see how the Shaken works, and then we can see it there. If that's worth it or not. After an allied character acts, grant the character 1 rapport. I don't know. After an enemy acts, grant the target shake. Okay, so you grant the shake on the if let's say you start first, right? You start first, then you're attacking with this. You're definitely not applying the you're not getting the stun on first turn. So we're gonna grant the rapport, and then after an enemy acts, so once it's their turn, this is when you can apply shake. So only on the second turn, basically, this is when you can stun them, and only for 1 turn as well. At the start of enemy turn, grant all enemies with a shake the following effect for 1 turn: 10% reduced attack, 10% reduced defense, and a 10% reduced damage dealt. Then removes the shake effect from the target. I mean, reduced damage, 10%. Reduced defense is also great. Reduced damage deal. Like, this is basically 20% debuff on damage already, so that's huge. 20% damage debuff is great. For sure. Let's see what we have here. Rapport increases basic stats by 4%, and it's not something too crazy. And damage deal, extra damage equal to 30% of the attack to the enemies with a debuffs up to 4 stacks. Okay, this is more interesting. So with 4 stacks, oh geez, you should be doing like 120% of the attack. I think that's great. I'm interested to know if we can use this rapport instantly. I think because it doesn't specify here if we can use this instantly, but I think you can do it instantly. After an allied character acts, grant that character 1 rapport. So I think you need to attack first. So for example, let's say you're taking Owl, right? You're doing 1 attack with Owl, then your next 2 attacks should be having this rapport already. So you should be getting this buff, as well as your at second attack gonna be 30%, and then your another attack is should be having 60%. I think this is how it goes. I think this is the most, because this doesn't say when it removes. Okay. Effect also in the aid state. So aid is this is not assistance. Which one is aid? Wait, I kind of forgot what the aid one is. Wait, which one is the aid? Is it in the... Which one is it? Fuck's sake. Because we have backup, we have assist. Where the fuck is aid even? Where the fuck is even aid? I kind of forgot what the fucking aid is. Okay, I'm just trying to check it on my on the game. Where the fuck is aid? Fuck me. Where the fuck is aid? I just can't find aid at all. Is it in specific mode? You have the aid? But aid, if they... no, like... I know where you're getting this. It may be like, is aid the same as assistance? But like, assistant, they have the... Here, the effective also in assistance. Why would they put it aid state? I think this is different. Because if this was assistance, they would just write it as assistance. Why would they like think of anything else? Like, why would they call it aid? If it's just an assistance, if this is the same as assistance, why is it aid? That's the question. Wait, did they maybe change anything in the names of the skills? Okay, no, they didn't change. So wait, let me show it to you. For example, well, this is the Mr. M, for example, right? He has the assistance here. Also, he still has the assistance. So I think aid is something new. I think aid is kind of what we... this is something new that we're getting. So this is the first character with aid. Oh, maybe both? I mean, yeah, that could be interesting, Apex. I think Apex is cooking here something. So aid might be like both assistance and backup. I think that would be interesting. I mean, I guess we need to wait until the maintenance. If the assistance is now called aid, then we need to wait for that time until to come. But maybe Apex is cooking here, and he said that this could be like both. So basically, both assistance and the backup as well. That would actually be interesting, to be honest. I would really be interested in this one if this is both of them. Wait. Okay, let's read what it does. After taking damage, grant self the sportsmanship effect for 1 turn, up to 4 stacks. Okay. When the effect reaches the max stack limit, restore 20% of self's lost HP. Okay, so just healing. That's... I mean, is that gonna help? If you're... I mean, okay, there is some stuff here. Sportsmanship increases defense by 10%. Crit defense by 12%. I mean, with 4 stacks, 40% defense increase is pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Maybe it's like, yeah, maybe it's just based on the leaks. This could be just maybe an error what they did here. Maybe this is just meant to be assistance and they just named it aid. I guess we'll see after the maintenance when they come in. The effect reaches, okay, so 12% in here. 40% in defense increase is great. Who's gonna say no to that? The caster damage taken in one attack cannot exceed 50% of their max HP. The caster's damage taken... I mean, this is kind of questionable. So I think, you know, you see this one. You restore 20% of your lost HP if you have the max stacks. And you get those stacks only when you get damage in. And then the problem is, you have the restriction only on 50%. So, like, you still can die from, like, two attacks, or, like, even if you do, like, get three attacks, you're still gonna be dead. If you, like, if this, like, 30% of defense that is gonna be applied on the last hit is not gonna help you, you're still gonna be dead. Either way. So you're still not getting the 4 stacks. So this is kinda... seems pointless if you're, like, they're targeting your Toka. If they're actually targeting your Toka here, she's either way gonna be dead. So I think this is kinda... meh. So, questionable. Again, I mean, if you're fighting, like, an AoE unit, like Red Ayato, let's say, right? Or an Easter Ayato. And if he does all of these attacks, like 4 attacks, 4 AoE attacks, and he doesn't kill you, then sure, this restoration could be good. But if you're just fighting single targets, like, fucking Uta is gonna fucking demolish you. Uta is just gonna be fucking shitting on you so bad. This is not gonna help you. You're not even gonna get to this 20% restoration. before he can fucking kill you. I don't know. So this is a little bit questionable. I think this is better on other characters, but like still, for 40% defense increase, if you can manage to pull it, I think it's great. This one for sure great. Also, like not exceeding 50% of the damage is still also kind of good. But again, it's gonna be really dependent on if you can, like if the enemy's gonna be actually doing enough damage to be around like this 50% all the time, or are they not? This is gonna be really questionable. Is people like actually gonna be someone who's targeting this Toka first? Because usually people do target like, let's say if you're playing with Team Hinami, they're targeting Team Hinami first. If you're playing with like I don't know, with the with all, everyone tries to kill with all first because that guy fucking does insane amount of damage. So if you don't kill him on third turn, you're dead, right? So people do tend to go for those characters, and then this is actually good. It could still work for you, but then no one is attacking you as well, kinda. So this is questionable. We'll need to see how it's gonna work on like on actual game. For every 4 Rapid obtained by an allied character on the field, increase self skill level, so hers, I guess. For every 2 Shake obtained by enemy characters, deal ultra underbelly damage equal to 270% of the attack to a random enemy, and reduce the target's damage dealt by their next active skill by 30%. Ooh, could be interesting. But this is also a gamble again. This is a fucking gamble. I don't like them putting this as a gamble here. Like you see the random enemy. This is what makes me trigger so much about this type of like skills. Skills shouldn't be a fucking gambling game. I mean, this is gacha, obviously, sure, but we're already fucking gambling for the characters themselves. Why do we need to gamble for the skills as well now? Why is there like percentage of, for example, on tactics, there's a percentage that you're gonna use the skill or not, or why is there like a fucking random enemy? Just give her the actual pick. Like for the character you picked, just go for it. I mean that would be extremely OP, right? If she would be actually doing this all the time for the correct character, this would be OP. I'm not gonna say that's not OP. Like 30% damage decrease is insane, especially when you combine it with all of the other stuff that she applies in here, all of that stuff. So I think that is gonna be pretty crazy. But still, just give her the fucking character to pick. If you wanna like at least give her a pick of the characters and decrease this for like 20%. 20% I don't think is like too crazy or anything like that. 20% is still great, but it's also not, I think like 30% is definitely more OP, but like 20% I think would be nice, but it wouldn't be so crazy. As well as like if you see like her attacking with this shit, your character, you know that he's getting a 20% decrease, right? So just use another character. And almost every team at least has 2 characters that can do enough damage. So like in Aogiri, for example, there's Easter Hayato and Jason. If Jason gets the debuff, you can use Easter Hayato to the damage. If the Easter Hayato got the debuff, use the Jason, right? Every team has that. Same goes for CCG. Even if green Aima is the main damage dealer, obviously, but if he can't do the damage, there's, for example, Blue Juzo. Blue Juzo can still do it. How would we know the random enemy is? It's just random enemy. Like it's literally, you're gonna be fucking playing a gacha game here with like 20% on each character. Oh wait, there's 40 of them, right? 25% for each character. You have 4 characters that you're gonna go for, and one of them you're just gonna get randomly debuffed with this. You're gonna know for what character you got debuffed because she's gonna attack. Once she attacks, this is you're gonna know that character got the debuff on himself. Okay, this is how you know what character got the debuff. Okay, Rapid again increases the stats, extra damage. Yeah, or the Shake reduces the attack for 6% when removed. Lower the character's skill level. Also great, like reduces attack by 6%. With a few stacks, there is a few stacks here, right? So with 2 Shake stacks, it's 12% decrease as well. And then you're also applying like 30% if you're lucky on the main damage dealer of the enemy team. So that's also fine. If the target is debuffed, this damage will be increased by 25%. I mean, that's also great. So additionally getting 25%, right? Yeah, 25% there. Almost 300 damage. 300% damage is great. I think this is good. The cheap damage here is great. I think overall she's not bad. I'm interested to know where she's gonna stand though. I think I agree here with Damus that it's gonna be hard to put her in the meta. I think it's gonna be dependent really hardly if she on her basic stats. If she has a really high CP, I could see her being replacement for the Teen Hinami, but kind of like if Teen Hinami is a full-on support in terms of buffing, right? She could be like she could be the support, but the on the other side, so like a debuffer, full-on debuffer over the Teen Hinami. I could see that happening, but again, it's gonna be really depending on how she will perform, I think. But I don't dislike her. I think her kit is pretty interesting. I like, especially I like this active skill. Removing all debuffs is really nice. I do like this one a lot. I'm curious to see how this is gonna work. Maybe she's gonna replacement for Green Toka. If she, cause Charm is considered a buff, right? So she might be able to she might be able to remove the Charm, and she would be like a really big counter for Green Toka. And then if she's always removing the Green Toka's Charm, Green Toka kind of loses a lot of her kit. Like, that's insane. Anteiku give debuff Rabbit Toka. I'm sorry, Alvi, I don't really get what you're saying. You mean that the Rabbit, there's already a debuffer in terms of Rabbit? But Rabbit is not really played at all. She's not really played at all in the meta currently, so even if she exists in this game, no one gives a fuck. Okay, let's now talk about the Nishiki here. So the active skill, deal super fierce battle damage equal to 300. Wait, there's this is the full on, right? Yeah, this is the full on. Super fierce damage equal to 320% of the attack to all enemies. AoE unit, I do like it. No, she removes buffs on her active skill. This is not her passive. This is her active skill. She removes them on just when she attacks someone, and like usually the charmed character is the provoke one. So she can remove the charm in that sense. Anteiku cannot give debuffs. Only Rabbit gives debuffs. No, I mean she can do debuffs. All of her kit is basically a debuffing kit. Also, All can debuff as well. The Wit All is also can do the debuffs. Toka is gonna be the event character. No, the Nishiki is gonna be the banner character. So she's gonna be a fragment chest character or something. Like she's gonna be a fragments character, basically. Oh yeah, with the card, which card star one? I don't think there is a leak on that one. I don't think we can see if she can do the buff removal on 1 star or not. But I think she can still do it, because this is basically her standard skill. Like on the normal as well. This is which one is this? I think this is also 3 star. I think she can remove buffs on every card. She removes wide active skills. Yeah, but I think that this works the same as the buff removal. Because buff removal also can remove the skills. Maybe Ken Natsu with provoke can't counter new Toka 2 turns. I think Ken, in that sense, Ken is better because he has the provoke. Provoke is like already, it's not a buff, it's his passive skill, so I don't think she can remove it. So I think Ken would be like, in terms of taking damage on himself, Ken is going to be better than Charm, I think. If she can do better than Uta Psy by removing Charm, then she's somewhat good. Yeah, I think also like that. Like if she can actually remove, I guess we'll need to see. It's kind of interesting if she's gonna only like be removing white buffs, or is she actually gonna remove all buffs? Because it doesn't specify there which kind of buffs she removes. It just says all buffs. And if it says all buffs, then the Charm is also a buff. It does consider to be a buff. So she can remove a buff as well. Like if she can remove Charm, she's gonna be, I think, pre-OP. Okay, deal fierce battle damage equal to... okay, we'll read the full-on one. So the enemy AoE damage, ultra fierce fight increases crit rate of this attack by 2x. So we're increasing the crit rate here for 2x. Basically, they're saying you're gonna crit all the time. If the caster for passion has passion, increases skill efficiency by 30%. So you're now getting another damage increase if you have this passion here. Sure. Toka be the main team or placed in the support slot? We'll need to see. Again, without testing, it's hard to say. But I think if she can remove Charm, I could see her being in the main team. She also has a lot of debuffs. If she can remove Charm, she's for sure going to be a replacement for Green Toka, I think. Because if she can remove Charm, everyone in Nanteku is going to be running her, and then Green Toka is going to be useless because she doesn't have the Charm anymore. So it's basically like kind of a waste of a slot if she just basically loses her ability for 3 turns, giving you insane amount of buffs in there. So we'll need to see if she can actually remove Charm. I think she could be really good. After an allied Nanteku character uses an AoE skill, this is the thing about the AoE skills. Grant 1 stack of the passion. Okay. So let's say we're using a team with 2 characters that are AoE, so basically with all plus the Toka that is backup Toka. But let's say we're using both of them. At the start of your turn, if the caster has passion, remove all passion stacks. Okay. So, if an allied Nanteku character uses an actual grant 1 stack of passion, so he grants it to himself, right? At the start of your turn, if the caster has passion, remove all passion stacks. Okay, so he stacks up and then does the damage. He's basically Shu, kinda, in this sense. At the start of the... based on the number of passion stacks removed, all allied Nanteku characters gain the following effect for 1 turn. 1 stack removed increases crit defense by 25%. This is... kinda I wouldn't say this is like crazy, but... this is still buff for defense, so we'll take that. If this was just the standard defense, I would be more happy. But I think if this was the standard defense, it would be like around 10%. They're definitely not gonna give you a full-on 25% of just full-on defense buff in here. I don't think so. 2 stack removed, increased damage dealt by 15%. This is actually good. 15% increase is actually really good. And then 3 stacks removed, deal extreme damage equal to 8% of the total damage dealt. Also like 15% increase, then another extra damage by 8%. I think this is pretty decent. Pretty decent in here. But this requires you to full-on attack with 3 AoE characters. So you should be basically playing a full-on AoE team with this. At least like with both, for example, if you're using with all and the backup Toka on the field, right? If you're using both of them, you attack with them both. All the three attacks that you have on your turn, it should be both of them. Or like only them attacking. So that you can get all of these stacks, or all of the stuff here. Otherwise, you're fucked. And I think this is going to be questionable. This needs really a lot of testing to see if this is going to be good or bad. Passion only increases the defense by 5%. Crit defense again maybe with this full-on buff, you can actually get a decent amount of that. For each passion gained, reduces damage taken by allied Anteiku characters for 3%, by 3%, so that's pretty good. Sucking up for 5 times, okay, 15%, sure. For each passion effect removed, increases active skill damage of all Anteiku characters by 3%, stacking up to another 15 increase in damage. Sure, great. When both effects reach their limit, raises the skill level. Ooh, this is an interesting one. I think this is pretty interesting stuff here. Like the most important stuff is to see how fast you can get both these stacks up and remove them as well. This is going to be the most important stuff to see how often can you do it, as well as how fast you can do it. If this could be like every other turn, this could be okay. Skill increase like is obviously really good. Who would say that skill leveling is bad or anything like that? Obviously no. But again, this is going to really depend if you can survive until, like, for example, you go after one turn to the next one. This is when you're getting the skills, all of the procs that we had on the stacks here, and you're getting the skill levels. Can you survive until that? That's going to be the question most of the time. For each Anteiku character on the field, increases basic stats of all allied characters by 4% and the caster Anteiku by 5%. For every 2 buffs or debuffs allied Anteiku characters have, increase the caster damage dealt by 3% for 25%. So this does work really well with Ol. Ol can apply debuffs. Wait, does the choke apply any debuffs on them? Well, let me just say. Let me just see there. She buffs stimulation, basic stats, damage taken reduced by additional reduced canon skill. Okay, she I mean she does apply 1 debuff. For the active skill debuff, that's the only one that Toka applies. So it's like this would make more sense with the, I guess, the rabbit, but with that Toka he doesn't really work. Yeah, she only has 1 debuff that she can do, and even then that debuff does have specific conditions to be applied. So this is definitely not working with that Toka. So she's out of it. But rabbit is fucking useless. So this seems like Nishiki is probably going to be extremely useless, to be honest. Just because the AoE type of characters in the Anteiku concurrent team is really shit. You kind of got the same thing as Aogiri team with Aogiri boost. Combat Ken with Aogiri boost. Not really, I think like Combat Ken is much better. This one has like a Walwar's version of Combat Ken, if you can say that, even. It has the team I mentioned before. Again, some of my org mates in AI, it wins against Tsunami and Anteiku every time. However, it struggles with the same team and with a higher CP. As I said before, if it's not around 1 kill without AI, it's bad for RTA, and I'm trying to make it good work for RTA too. Oh, I see. I mean, I'm not excited for Nishiki. I think he has some interesting stuff that could be tested and see, but I think New Toka is better. New Toka good on field than Nishiki. I think New Toka is better than Nishiki, to be honest, yeah. I mean, he's an AoE unit himself. but I don't know. To be honest, I like this one seems very hard to pull off because of the like the amount of basically there's no debuff except for with all in that team. Like Nishiki himself doesn't really debuff the enemies, for example. So he just buffs the team. He doesn't debuff them. So it's gonna be like the only actual debuffer there is Rabbit. Like everyone else is kind of like they have maybe some type of a debuff. Other than that, there's no. The only issue with the new Toka is she doesn't really fit with the green. So red the wall standard. Yeah, she might be, but I think she could be replacement for Tinami, to be honest, in that sense. I think she would be better than Tinami. She could be a replacement for Tinami, for example. Yeah, like Rabbit and backup Rangy could give a debuffs, sure. But then your CP is gonna be so fucking low that you're not gonna win either way. So there is no point. Okay, let me see here. You see, the thing with the fucking Rabbit is no one uses her. Her CP is shit. Her damage is also extremely shit. And the only thing she can do is apply debuffs. And then if you're gonna be using her for the sake of debuffs to just get that fucking thing from the Nishiki proc, it's fucking pointless. As well as if you're gonna be using Rangy for the backup. I mean, this Rangy for the sake of debuff. This is also like he also has really small CP. You're not gonna be winning anyone with this team. So like the best team I think for that for Nishiki would be let me try putting it in. So we definitely want to put all here. I think the best case scenario you can put is her. Probably still because she's still like at least an AoE unit. You want to have the Rangy in here and the Nishiki in here. Or maybe like okay, sure, we'll try to let's say we'll remove her and we'll put like let's say we put green Toka for the sake of putting Charm in here, right? And Nishiki is gonna be here. Then you're losing so much CP from these fucking things. These two are gonna drag you down so hard. But then I think he just doesn't have the place in current meta. Like Nishiki could be better in the future once we get like a full-on debuffer AoE damage dealer in the Antiku. But until that, if the only option you have is this fucking girl, unfortunately, even though I love Rabbit, but bro, you're gonna lose if you use her. My triple S Rabbit come back. Yeah. Good luck on that one, mate. Yeah, wait for the Rabbit to come back. I mean, I would love to play Rabbit again, sure. I'm not against it, but it just seems he could be really bad because of the like again being really needed for the like he only works with the fucking AoE units, and I don't really like that. I think that could be really shit. But again, we'll need to wait and see when he comes out. Maybe I'm wrong here. But I think I would prefer Toka more than this Nishiki, to be honest. What is the team if the new green Toka removes Charm? Okay, let me show it to you. We can speculate on that as well. Definitely all, like we can't remove him. If she can remove buff, the green Toka is getting cut. That's just it. She's getting cut for sure. So I think this is gonna be something like this, probably. And the new Toka is gonna be here. I think this is the best you can do. Or you can even maybe try to cut this Toka for the sake of, I don't know, her. And like, they put the new Toka in here as well. But like, if the charm is useless, you probably cut the green Toka out of this. Because if you're not starting first with this green Toka, your charm is useless. It's like pointless. Then the new Toka just replaces her. And this is probably it. Or you can still, if you have enough CP, so if you have like if you have like 1,200,000, then fuck Team Hinami, you're going for this and new Toka probably here as well. I think that would be the best one. You give Charm to Wit All and you use Ken Matsuri to tank and provoke new Toka. I mean, yeah, the Ken could actually be also worth it. To be honest, you still replace the green Toka. You can still I mean, you probably can do this. So you use the charm here, and then you have the can in the last slot here. The same as the John is using this team, I think, right? John is playing this team, but Team Hinami here, I think, right? You can try this. So you tank with this guy, and you do the damage with these two, and he's got the charm. That could actually work. That at least that would be probably the best case scenario in here. Because she can't. I don't think she can remove provoke. It's definitely not available for you to remove the provoke here. It's his passive basically. It's not his buff. But charm is a buff, and if she can do it, this could be a better way to play it for sure. But then again, if with this team you're not gonna start first, you're kind of fucked. Because even if you start second with this team, you don't have enough CP to start with this team. You're gonna get shit on by everyone who has this fucking ult, even without the charm. He doesn't need the charm to wipe your team. If you're starting versus them with this setup without Team Hinami, you're dead instantly. First turn, you're dead. Your team wiped. But again, this could be working if you have really high CP. Like with a really high CP, I think you could pull this team off. But without high CP, you're gonna be dead. So take this with a grain of, let's say Salt. You need to have all of these characters really high up in terms of stuff. You need to be always be starting first with this team. Otherwise, you're probably fucked. Most likely, you're gonna get shit on by everyone else if you don't start first with this team. Okay. Okay, so in terms of Nishiki and Toka, I think Toka, I like Toka much more. But again, we'll need to test once Nishiki comes in. We have also Noro, my boy. Okay, let's see. Deal Blood Mist, damage equal to... Okay, we'll take a look at the all-in one. Ultra Blood Mist, damage equal to 320% of the attack to all enemies, so full-on AoE damage dealer. Ultra Blood Mist, for every 10% of the remaining HP, increases the skill efficiency by 6%. That's pretty cool. By 6%, so you have 10 of them in it. So 60% increase. That's actually good. 60% damage increase on this one is actually nuts. For Blood Wither stack on the target, for each stack of the Blood Wither, increases the damage dealt by 8%. Okay, well, we'll need to see how much stacks he can apply. But another 8% is... This one already is insane. 60% is insane. At the start of the enemy turn, apply Blood Wither and deal damage to all enemies equal to 140%. Okay. Is there restrictions on how many stacks he can apply on Blood Wither? Or is just there's no restrictions? Oh, there is one. Before the caster uses a skill, takes damage equal to 250% of the caster's attack, attacking up to 2 times. If the caster's HP is below 50%, apply 1 additional stack. This effect is removed when the caster dies. Okay. I mean, this already seems extremely fucking broken, bro. What the fuck is this? Yeah, this is the next Carnival character. This is fucking broken, innit? Bro, you're getting 60% increase, then you're getting another 8% for this shit, doing another additional 140% damage already. And this is just 0 stars, bro. This is insane. This is insane for 0 star skills. Again, this is before the caster uses a skill, takes additional damage equal to 250% of the caster's attack. Like, the wording here is always so fucking hard to understand. Does it mean we're the casters, right? We're the casters that they put on the Blood Wither, right? We're the casters here. Then are we the ones that getting the damage, or are they gonna get the damage? I'm fucking confused here. I think it's them, right? They're taking additional 250% damage of the caster's attack. Again, this is fucking, I don't know, maybe I might be a little bit too tired today. So my brain is not really working. So help me on this one, guys. I am a little bit confused. Who is the caster? Are we considered the caster? I'm tired after work today, sorry. So my brain is like actually melting. I'm not understanding this correctly, so please help me on this one. Is the caster here is us, or is the caster like is this Noro casting? Or is this the caster is the enemy? Who the fuck is the caster here? And who is getting the 250% damage? Because like from what I'm reading, it feels like it should be the one that is attacking, right? Okay, enemy that affected by that effect. Okay, thank you, LZ. Because my brain, sorry, is actually melting today. I'm really sorry about that. Okay, so they are taking additional 250% damage. If their HP is below 50%, they're getting additional stack. Oh my god. They're dead on first turn, bro. What are you supposed to do versus this shit? This is insane. I think they're getting... I think they're gonna debuff this. There's no way this comes as it seems like right now. There's no way this is gonna be the same. This is insane amount of damage. Okay, so this is debuff, and let me guess the damage. Okay, thank you. I'm actually just melting today. So okay, but this is actually fucking broken as fuck. Even like I didn't even read the first and third one yet, and this is insane. This is actually insane. At the start of the battle, okay, let's see if everything else is also fucking insane. At the start of the battle, grant Undying Domination for 2 turns. Sure. So 2 turns, again, 2 turns is enough. You don't need more with Aogiri. With Aogiri, you're not a fucking Untaken with Jin Hinami that is fighting for 30 rounds there. You're fighting for like 3 rounds at best. And all allied Aogiri characters gain Bloodguard for 2 turns. Okay. So Undying Domination, damage taken from a skill cannot exceed 35% of... Oh my god. He just gave this shit to everyone. Oh my fucking god. No fucking way. Where the fuck is Noro? Here. So this guy has this ability, right? This one. When taking single time damage that exceeds 30%, like your damage can't exceed 30% of the HP. This is actually a really good skill. Like the Noro himself is not that great. But everything else is like extremely good. Like, this one is really, really good. And now he can give it to everyone. Oh my fucking god. This guy is insane. No, this is bullshit. This is actually bullshit. Okay, so wait, he gains an undying domination for himself. Okay, so he only does it for himself. Okay, then it's just basically the same one. Okay, so it's only for himself. Okay, I'm sorry. Still insane though, yeah. This is still like the same buff that the Noro has. I thought because of the All Allied. No, yeah, he only gives All Allied to the Blood Guard. In the enemy's turn, when total damage taken reaches 50% of max HP. Okay, sorry. There is a delivery there. Sorry, give me a second. Okay. Sorry, I had to get the delivery. Okay, so we have your total damage taken. Okay, this was the next one. In the enemy's turn, when total damage taken reaches 50% of max HP, the next active skill damage taken will be reduced to one for one to one for one turn. This is a little bit. When this effect is removed, apply 2 stacks of Blood Wither to all enemies. Increase all stats of the caster by 20%. Jeez. And raise the skill level. He can also like increase his skill levels. Oh my baby. Baby, it's triple. This is actually insane. He can increase his skill level? Damn. Damn, bro. Damn. 20% increase as well. This is big boy. Bloodguard increases basic stats by 5% and reduces damage taking by 10%. Okay. When this effect ends of the caster dies, increase the caster's attack related stats by 10%. Okay. I mean, like, he just purely buffs himself so fucking much. I mean, he just goes crazy with those skills. I mean, all of his skills seem so far insanely good. And also applying like another stacks for the Blood Wither. Insane. Oh my god, there's gonna be so much damage that he's gonna output is gonna be insane. Oh my god, this guy is gonna be fucking nuts. Another buff, another fucking buff from the Blood Wither. How much buffs can you fucking get? How many fucking buffs can you get from that shit? Oh my god. This fucking guy is just gonna be keep buffing and buffing and buffing without stopping. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit weird, but this is this is because this is all allied characters. Because this is applied for all Aogirichi characters. So the one who's gonna be killing is gonna be getting these buffs. But still, like, this is still insane. And as well as applying 2 stacks is for everyone. Yeah, is this fucking nuts? A Noro formidable version. Yeah, it's probably him. For each Blood Wither stack on all enemies, increases damage deal by 4%. Jesus. Reduces damage taken by 4%, capped at 32%. Oh my god, 32% damage increase. And reduces damage taken by 32%. This is insane. If you can get to 32% here. Oh my god. I mean, you're probably dead before you can get to 32%, right? Realistically speaking. I don't think you can get it to 32%. You're probably going to be dead before you can get even to 32%. With all of the shit that is happening on previous fucking skills, it seems like you're going to be dead even before that. To be honest. When an enemy HP first drops below 40%, increase all allied, another increase. How many increase can you get? How many fucking increases in attack can you get in one turn? What the fuck is this? Increase all allied attack by 4%, stacking up to 4 times. Oh my god. If you get everyone there, it's just instantly 16% increase in attack. You're killing everyone after one turn. You're just team wiping with this guy. I think you can team wipe in first turn easily with this team. With this guy, you're fucking for sure team wiping everyone. This is basically a with all, but for the Aogiri. I mean, he in terms of like buffs for damage, he's even more than with all. With all doesn't even stand close enough for this buffs on damage. To be honest here. Okay, this is just the Blood Wither before the caster uses his skill. Takes damage equal to 240% of the caster's attack, stacking up to 2 times. Yeah, if the caster HP is below, and if caster dies, removes the effect. Dude, this is Jesus. I think Noro is fucking busted. For sure. Like, this guy is just insane. I think this is just too much buffs. I don't know if he can actually come into the game with this amount of buffs. If he can do this much buffs and apply all of them, he's gonna team wipe everyone in one turn. Like, he's actually gonna be just team wiping everyone. New Green Toka changes to now Green Toka changes to new Toka. It's gonna depend. It's gonna depend if she can apply the charm removal or not. She could replace a Green Toka in some cases. I could see that happening. But it's gonna really depend on her. One Noro, one Easter Ayato, one Yomori, and you bye-bye. I mean, I don't think you even need anyone else except for Noro. Noro can do this solo. I don't think you need anyone. It seems like he can, like, solo fucking team wipe you. He doesn't even need anyone else in the team. Like, bro, I think he can just fully team wipe. But let's get, let's say we're going back into the game here. Aogiri. Okay, so let's say, let's talk about, like, let's say the meta. I mean, we're gonna put her in there. Let's say meta Aogiri, right? We have this. So let's say we have this as a meta Aogiri, right? Ito would boost his attack even more. Yeah, but Ito is currently not played because of her CP, unfortunately. But yeah, she would buff him a lot. If you use like a sharpen on him as well, it would be insane. So who do we remove here? I think it's probably Easter Ayato getting fucked. I think this is Easter Ayato's bye-bye, probably. Most likely. I mean, he's OP. He's extremely OP. But I think he's also the lowest ACP in the whole team. And he's 25 compared to everyone else. So I think this is bye-bye for Easter Ayato, probably. Okay, sorry, I need to give back the delivery that I got. Okay, sorry. No, I shouldn't be leaving that much. Okay, so I think it's probably Easter. Ayato bye bye. Probably. Like based on only on CP and current meta is full on CP. I think it's probably bye bye Easter Ayato. But it could also be bye bye Psy Ayato. It's gonna depend on that. But Psy Ayato at least got the Gutsel now. With Gutsel, he's at least has a very good CP stat. And Easter Ayato is the only one who doesn't have like really, really good CP stat. Because Jason definitely can't get skipped. This Jason also can't because he's also really high on CP in current meta. Like he's in decent CP as well as he does have a really good buffs. And like you still have all of his buffs without even needing to use him. Compared to Easter Ayato, he does need to like attack to apply all like these stuff. So no, I think like it could be Easter Ayato that's getting fucked in here. Yutoko P on debuff, but Anteku no give debuff. Yeah, I mean she's not only like good on debuffs, she can still you don't even need debuffs that much. You can just use her. She's gonna be a full on debuff herself. Most of her stuff that she applies is like full on debuff in there. I mean, she does apply a lot of buffs as well. But she can also apply debuffs herself. So I think she's still good with the debuff in there. Even if you don't have any debuffs. I mean, only debuffer again, only with all. I think, like, in terms of that, Nishiki is more dependent on debuffs than Toka. Nishiki is more like his third ability is really dependent on debuffs or like buffs. And then if you're not using Tinhinam, it's kinda weird. I mean, you can still get buffs from other characters, so you shouldn't be having problems with that. But I think in terms of Noro, probably replaced by Ishirayasu. I would see that the most part, so like well, we'll use this Noro for now, but basically I think this Noro is gonna be like this. I think he can just team wipe with this. Because like or you might try using over Jason, let's say. Per se, you're using Easter Ayato still over Jason, but then you're gonna lose a lot of CP. Like the CP advantage from Jason is too crucial. I don't think you can replace Jason for that sake. Maybe you can replace, I guess, this Jason, but then you're also losing a lot of support that he applies. So then you can do something maybe like this and put Easter Ayato in here. I guess this could be. So it's either Easter Ayato getting cut or the Green Jason, probably. I don't think you're replacing him or him, for the most part, less likely. But probably getting replaced on him. So 3 Carnival lineup yet? Probably, yes. At this point, you need to have the full 3 Carnival lineup. I could see that happening, yeah. How much does the blue Ayato have? What do you mean how much? In terms of what? What do you mean by does have? Damage? Wise? Or CP wise? CP wise, blue Ayato is actually good. He's decent. He's not that crazy, like he's not in top 10, but he's decent. CP. He's 17. He's pretty much the same as Jason. But he has a shitty skills. That's the problem. He has the fucking shitty skills. That's not why no one uses this guy. He's only useful in assistance. So even then, no, you're not considering him in the field. So fuck this guy, you're not considering him either way. So you're going either replacing this guy or replacing the Jason, I think. Anime plays lineup is 4 Carnival Aogi low. Yeah, I mean he can just play full on low like Aogi with Carnival characters. I mean, that would be pretty sick, to be honest. That would be pretty sick if you can see that in the game. I think that's how the lineup is gonna look like for the most part. Centipede could replace Easter Ayato or Jason. Why would you use Centipede? He's not great in PvP at all. I mean, only if you have like insane amount of investments. Like only like 1 or 2 people can actually pull off Senti. So other than that, don't even try to go for Senti. Just use everyone else. Don't recommend. It's not good to have 3 Carnival as a normal player unless you're a whale. I mean, yeah. You mean Centipede CP? I mean, he does have basic CP higher, but he's shit, to be honest. The problem is Centipede is shit. That's the problem with Centipede. If you can't pull him on, you're gonna struggle with doing anything with Centipede. He's overall really shit. But he does have like a gut cell and stuff. But that's basically how it's gonna look like. Noro, I think, is gonna be Wit. I think he's Wit. Wait, let me check. Yeah, he is Wit. Noro is Wit here. I mean, it's at least this is on leaks. He could be, I don't know. He could be. We have the photo basically of him in the encounter here. Carnival encounter. It doesn't specify, but I think he's Wit probably. And so he's gonna be the banner character, and she's gonna be the fragment. I don't know. In terms of ranking, obviously, I like Noro the best, of course. Like, there's no doubt with this skill set, there's no way anyone can beat him. I'm the most excited for him. Then I'm probably gonna pick Toka, and then I'm gonna pick Nishiki. I'm the least excited for Nishiki. I don't know, he seems very Ethish. Like, I could see Noro's definitely gonna work. I could see this Toka working, but I don't know, I'm very Ethish on this guy. It's gonna be really dependent if he can do big damage or not. If he himself can do big damage, then he can definitely work. But if his damage is gonna be baby damage, then fuck it. Just sign me off. I'm not gonna even try to make him work in there. But Noro, bro, this guy is gonna be fucking dominating. I think with Noro, probably Aogiri is gonna be first at this point. Probably Aogiri is #1 in the meta, gonna be in the meta for sure. As well as, like, they're gonna give him the best basic stats for sure. Isn't his attack buff really huge? You mean Noro or Nishiki? Noro's yes. In terms of Nishiki, I mean, his buff is like the thing is with his buffs. You mean with this one, right? Oh wait, this is Noro. Where's Nishiki? Here. So he has buffs, right? He has like damage, increased damage dealt by 15, increase the damage equal to 8%, characters 4%, caster's attack, another increases. But then it's kind of the Ethish part is this. Wait, where is it? Here. Offer an allied on Teiko character using an AoE skill, grant 1 stack of passion. At the start of your turn, if the caster has passion, remove all stacks. This is the most, like, the weird stuff about him. Is you need to play AoE units that can also, hopefully, apply debuffs. Because in terms of here, for every 2 buff and debuff, you need to apply as many debuffs as possible. And have as many buffs as possible as well. When Noro gets his Godzilla, it's over. Yeah. But so this is very iffish. These ones are gonna be applied really. This is gonna be really hard to apply with this ones. Because you fucking he needs you to be in AoE unit. And Choka, in current meta, we only have one AoE unit who is played on the field is with all. So this is where the thing is. I think the most weird one. I think this is gonna this could be working really slow, or this could be really good. Again, this is very iffish for me because of that. I don't know how good this is gonna work for me. So I don't really... I don't like when the characters have very uncertain amount of... You can't really say if you're gonna get this good or you're gonna go... Isn't it easy for Anteiku to fulfill that buff requirements? I mean, we could kinda try to see. Again, it's gonna be hard to tell how much buffs you're gonna get. So let's say with all, right? Fuck. Let's say with all, right? So he gives a buff. I think Determination also is considered kind of like a buff. Fighting Spirit is a buff. Okay, yeah, Determination is considered a buff. Combined Force. So everything he applies on everyone is gonna be a buff. Death damage, I guess Fighting Spirit is gonna be a buff. Warpath is gonna be a buff. There's like 4 buffs, basically, around there. So it's like, how much buff does Nishiki give for that? You apply like 4 buffs, let's say. It's every 2. He's gonna give you... For every 2 buff, so let's say 4 buff, allied Anteiku character have increases the caster's damage dealt by 3%. So caster is gonna get 6% damage increase after 1 turn. Because he's gonna he's not gonna reproc these ones. So this is only 1 time. Like even if he attacks 3 times, he's still gonna only apply the same buffs. He's not gonna apply different buffs every time. Right? So, like, let's say you attack 3 times with all, he's gonna fulfill the action for the AoE damage dealer, right? So the skill requirements for AoE, but he's not gonna have enough. He's just gonna apply like 6% increase for that, and that's nothing basically. So you need to have at least like the best thing you want if you want to have at least few different AoE damage dealers. So like if you want to attack with him, you need this one, and this one. Every turn you need, like every attack you need to do with different characters. That would be the best one. Every 2 buff for each Anteiku character, or the buff counter same as the other. So basically, like if you look at these skills, so like let's say when he applies Warpath, right? If he applies Warpath and like on the first, let's say he is attacking first one. I mean, this is a little bit different, but let's say you attack once, you apply the Warpath buff, then you attack second times. You're not applying like Warpath again, so it doesn't count like as 2 buffs. It counts as 1 buff still. So this is how it's gonna come, like gonna be counting. Like if you have 1 Warpath, then you have like, let's say Death, this Fighting Spirit as a buff on the characters, or like I'm not looking here on the, but just basically count them as, let's say they're gonna be buffs on the characters. So Warpath on is let's say is above. The Fighting Spirit is above. That's gonna be 2. But if he attacks and applies them again, they're not gonna be applied as like another 2 buff. So they're not gonna become 4. They're still gonna be counting as 2. You know? And because of that, I think Nishiki just kind of wants you to play this type of team. Like full on Nishiki here. Like, okay, we can, so that you're not confused, we can put Nishiki in here, right? Like this. This is, imagine this is the new Nishiki, right? So he kind of wants you to play this type of team. Full on AoE damage dealers. And then it's kind of weird. You can like replace her, let's say, for the sake of like Green Toka. Probably would be the best, and put Charm on him. And go on full on damage dealing capacity. But then also, why, like, also, like, if you don't start first, you're dead. The second thing is, even if you start first, what's the point of having Nishiki if you can still do enough damage to team wipe currently? In current meta, you can still team wipe with all, even with the current state. You don't even need Nishiki to do that, to be honest. But again, if he has more CP, you're just gonna use him for the sake of CP, then he's not really gonna be there for the sake of anything else. Like, he doesn't really, like, for example, current meta is like this, right? This is the current meta on Teiku. And who are you gonna put Nishiki in? Where are you gonna put Nishiki in? Who are you gonna switch? You're gonna switch Teen Hinami? Then you're gonna be dead if you don't start first. If you're gonna switch Red Toka, then the charm goes on this Owl and he's gonna be dead after first turn. If you have the if you switch the green Toka, then it's pointless to have Red Toka here because she's not getting the charm, and then he kind of loses her value as a provoke character. You know, as a tank, as your tank in the team, she kind of loses it. Then if she loses the tank ability, your Teen Hinami is going to be dead. Then means Teen Hinami loses her capacity. So in Break the Chains, I think most likely Nishiki could be kind of weird. Again, this is going to only be for sure noticeable after after we get to see him in action. You know, before we see him in action, it's hard to tell if he's going to be relevant to the team or not. In TGA, maybe he's going to be really good. Because in TJ, I don't know probably which type of team you're playing. Probably like something, I guess, like this. I assume, at least. You're either like using Ken here, or you're using the Owl over here. So I guess you could, I mean, even then, I don't think that he's gonna be good. Maybe if you switch Teen Hinami here for the sake of him, but then if you don't have the with Owl, you're even even more shittier. Because this Toka is not really, she doesn't really play well with that Nishiki, because she applies only one debuff in total. Like she doesn't have any debuffs. She has only one debuff here, I think, and that's it. So you're not gonna get like, you're gonna get only one debuff, and then you're not getting even a full on. You need 2 debuffs to at least count as 3%. Maybe I'm on TGA perspective, so I think he's kind of good. Yeah, maybe he could work, but again, he's also, I don't know, he doesn't feel good in this team either. On current meta, new Toka changes for. What do you mean, who she changes for? New Toka is in the backup. Like, this is the current Anteiku meta. This is the current meta in Teiku. This is the team that most people play, at least. This is that normal people play. Whales play something. Wait, they play something like this. Or like the huge whales that have 1.2 here, they play this. But most normal people that they're not whales, that they're not like insane whales, they play this. This is the standard Anteiku meta that is currently here. This is where the Toka is. That's it. Just uninstall the game, the problem solved. I mean, you can do that if you want to. That can solve some of the problems, yeah. New Toka with Nishiki. No, not Toka. Oh, okay. I think New Toka could change for the Tin Hinami in here, to be honest. I could see the New Toka being here. Over Tin Hinami, I think that's the best you can do. For in like, if you're playing this type of team, New Toka could be here. And then like Natsu Toka is Natsu Hinami in here. But this is gonna be a full-on CP build for Anteiku then. We have 2 damage dealers. For Aoi, there's gonna be a Toka that applies you buffs. She's gonna be giving the Charmin here. As well as that Toka is gonna debuff as well as do like cheap damage. Basically. That's what she's gonna be doing. As well as removing all buffs from the enemies as well. On the second turn, basically. You're gonna be using like let's put like the Toka in here. Well, let's put this Toka. This is gonna be, let's imagine this is the new Toka, right? So the new Toka is gonna be here. You're not gonna use her on the first turn. You're gonna do damage with these 2, depending on how many of them you have. You're gonna do big damage. You might not vibe them, depending on enemy team and your skills and your characters. Let's say you didn't wipe them. They're now gonna do damage to you, and after that, you're gonna be using this Toka as the first attacker to remove all of their buffs that they gained on their turn, and then fuck them up again with these 2 and they're dead. Can you do lineup up with Owl and Red Toka for TGA side? I mean, it's gonna be the same for you as well. The same one that everyone uses. You're just gonna have the same team. Like, if you have both with Owl and Red Toka, you're gonna just play this. You can just play this. This is standard meta. Once you get the with Owl. Oh, without with Owl. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I didn't understand you. Again, my brain's fucking melting. Without Toka, against, you could... without with Owl and Red Toka, you're probably gonna play like something like this. I think. This is what you're gonna be playing. I think. You can put Ken or you can use the Owl here. 2 versions. Like either this or just with the Ken. You can decide for yourself, like who you have more investments in. If you have this guy on Triple S as well as the Gutzel, you can put Wool here. If you don't have the Gutzel or like the Triple S on him, then just fuck him and use Kaneki. This is the best you can do probably for now, without with Owl and Red Toka as well. Probably use this. I think this is the best case scenario. Okay, I think I'll finish the stream here. Thanks a lot for everyone who tuned in. Hopefully you guys have a great day, and don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment as well under the videos. And also you can join in the Discord. I always post notifications for the streams and videos in there so you don't miss anything. I'll see you in the next one. Could Nishiki fit the slot? No. Nishiki's not gonna work here too much, I would say, so... Not really. Not really. I think Kaneki even works better. But okay, again, hopefully you have a great day. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye everyone, thank you. Again, thank you everyone who tuned in. Bye bye.